Red talk, motherfucker, get down with it, identity, shitting all over all that fake bitches, man, I kinda smoking dank, kicking ass on the side, bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe, boom, bitty, bye-bye, who's getting high, everybody is bitch, watch our time flies with that real talk with a steel cog, taste it, jizz with a twist and your chin on your faces, podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit, up the ante when they blaze and I take it in. From the gays to the scum to the friends. Every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had this energy. This is Ratt Talk, catch an ice bag injury. Y'all moving like a motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Horse got the boss weight, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see. Ratt Talk.
All right, we are back with another episode of Ratt Talk. Finally, after this fucking late ass start that we're having.
I know.
But welcome, guys. We finally started. We finally made it.
We've made it.
Oh man, and boy, was it a fucking day for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually went and got my passport this morning. Other than that, yeah.
You mentioned that.
Going to Cancun, baby.
Dang. Can you get there in car? I asked him that.
So in the
Can you
house
drive there?
tonight.
What?
Oh no, I was just gonna introduce our guests since we were just jumping right into
Well,
it.
I mean, I'm leading up to that because later on, after I got my passport, we worked out with our good friend Johnny here,
What up?
and with him is his beautiful wife Kristen.
Hey.
What up?
Hi.
And these
Hey.
are actually we've actually talked about you guys a lot on the show already
have.
before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've talked
We
about
have.
you guys
You
quite a
guys
bit.
are something else.
We have, and one first and foremost being is because of all the fitness shit that you guys been up to.
Definitely fit couple.
Yeah, we've been
inspo.
telling
Dude, I feel like
everybody.
we should look different.
We
Yeah.
I swear,
Dude, what do you mean?
we're
I swear we
missing
work
and
out, I
yeah,
swear.
it's
Dude, what are you
something
talking
else.
about? Well, I mean, to me, you guys are completely different. You both look like totally different fucking people.
Oh,
We
yeah,
rolled up on this
100%.
guy. We rolled up on this guy. I was like, who's this guy? He's just chilling. I was like, oh shit, that's Johnny.
That's
Look at
that
this, I
guy
know.
I'm
right
picking
there.
him up.
Yeah, we picked up. Seriously, I was like, I almost didn't recognize you, but then I sensed you. That's what it was. That's
I
what
know.
it,
I
yeah.
remember
You
not too
felt
long
it.
ago. I think.
I felt, yeah, exactly. I felt it in my penis.
It's like
Yeah.
a
What?
lightning bolt hit the tip of my penis.
Then I remember I saw Kristen. You were dropping off Johnny one day at work, and I was dropping
yeah.
off Matt, and I saw you. I was like, dude, like I did not recognize you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. I don't know. I didn't expect to see anyone that morning, and I was like super nasty.
Oh, it's
And
okay.
then we
All
saw
natural.
Ray, we saw Ray,
Woo.
and then you guys were there, but you guys like y'all didn't work that day, or I don't know what happened, but
I
we
don't-
saw
whoa.
them, and I
Whoa.
was like, oh
I
my
can't
god.
remember.
We stopped there on our way out to someplace in LA. That's why.
Oh,
That we
I
just
think-
showed up, but we just showed
Oh
up.
my
What?
God.
I think there was a transaction going on there.
oh,
Oh,
There
yeah.
was a transaction.
That's why
Actually,
we're-
that is why we were there.
There was a special going on that day.
At Starbucks.
There was a sale going on that day in the parking lot.
Oh no, I remember. I was buying weed from
Yeah.
Ray.
He had that 2-4. Shout out to Ray Ray. What's up, girl?
Hey,
I know.
Ray.
He was on the show before too. That's the shout out time. Every time someone
Yeah,
we shout out
yeah.
someone. I'm gonna leave this up now, dude. I got so many good sound effects now. Hopefully we'll get to them.
Hopefully you remember them. I feel like you always forget them.
Just every time you say
I
something.
got them right here. I think I got 'em.
Punchlines.
There you go. See, I knew I hit that. No, I didn't know I hit that one. I just kind of hit a random button.
But you got sound effects, which is we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, of course, yeah. Of course, it's all the entertainment that we try to bring to the show. One, first and foremost, being the whole story, the whole background of how all this came to be. I mean, like I said earlier, really, I do look at you guys as a couple, like very inspiring.
Oh yeah.
Whenever
100%.
whenever I take Amanda or anything, like you guys are like that. Goals, you know.
Thank
Goals,
you, guys.
baby.
Thank you,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're trying to push
Mhm.
ourselves and go hard at the gym, so that's why it's helpful. Even like texting Kristen and her telling me like, "Oh, we should try kettlebell and try this,"
Mhm.
and like,
She takes care of me 100%. I
Yeah.
eat very
Oh, God.
right because of her.
nice.
We try. I mean, we just I don't know how it happened. Like we got like really into like, you know what? I don't know. I just tried something, and then I remember when we first started, starting to eat healthier. It was just like chicken and broccoli.
The standard.
Dude, I
Standard, yeah,
remember,
very standard.
Yeah, like just because that's all we knew, you
Bland.
know, like.
Chicken, broccoli, and rice.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just started like fooling around, and then I was like, "We're gonna go on Whole30," and Johnny was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, we eliminate all sugar, and we have to learn how to cook again. Like you have to learn, like,
Oh, no.
yeah,
Oh
like,
no.
like,
Back to
Learning.
basics.
like no bullshit. Like if you want garlic,
I
then
thought
chop
I
up some
left school.
garlic. You know, like don't like, I don't know. It was like a reboot. I just started cooking like
Yeah,
whatever.
just
it had,
changing your
yeah,
diet.
and then
Getting healthy.
and yeah, I don't know. We were,
She's made it appetizing.
yeah.
And
It just-
when she
it's like,
cooks, she
I
gets
like
really
this,
into
yeah.
it. And so she really loves it. She gets immersed in it. And so she does her very best to try to make, when we were first starting the Whole30, she was very like, I'm like a kid because she was just like, you're going to like this. I swear you're going to like it. Try it. I put this in there. I put that in there. And I'm just like.
And it'd be good.
Johnny eats anything though. Johnny's like,
Yeah, but I've learned that now though. Like,
Yeah.
and she'd be like, "What do you want to eat?" But like, dude, if you make it, I'll eat it. I don't care. Like, don't even matter, you know. But she
Yeah.
keeps me on the clean eating. She's always sort of pushing me to change
It's a
my diet.
struggle.
Yeah, to sort of like change it up. If something isn't
Yeah.
working, it's time to move on to the next thing. And so,
almost
Yes.
like tricking your body. Like today, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat at this time and see what happens tomorrow. Like, see if it changed. Like, if my body changes. Like, it's almost like a science. Like, what works for me is not gonna work for him. What works
Trial and
for-
error, pretty much.
Dude,
yeah.
he can eat like 9 meals a day and be like, "Oh, I lost 3 pounds tomorrow." I'm like, "What the
Yeah.
heck are you doing? What?
it's so much though. I don't like
You don't
eating
do
that
any
much. I do
cardio.
not like
I don't
eating that
get it.
much.
Yeah,
4 meals a day, kind of a deal.
everyone's
That's rough.
everyone's different.
That's so rough, especially if you're eating large portions. You're just shoving it and shoveling it, and
We're trying to cut back on our portions. I feel like that's kind of at least how I've lost just a little bit of weight. And then
It's
working out
definitely
as
helped a
well.
lot. It's definitely helped
We
a
cut
lot.
out
Getting
fast food quite a bit. Before we'd be
Oh,
like
yeah.
fast food like
Mhm.
every other day, and now we've tried to
Hey.
cut back to like
Oh,
at
yeah.
least once a week.
It was all the
maybe.
fucking dude at Monterey Park, dude. Like
Dude,
Chipotle
Johnny
right
was
there.
hungry.
you used to get fucking
That's actually
Postmates.
when you
Fuck
gain a
yeah.
lot
Hit
of
me up and
Mhm.
be like, "Oh, Amanda sent me Postmates.
Yeah,
I got Jack in the Box.
yeah, I got DoorDash coming
Yeah,
over
Oh,
there.
it's because he was bitching. He's like, I'm so hungry, and I think it was my fault
Dude,
for
no.
whatever reason. He was
Yeah.
hungry or something. Oh no, he didn't have money,
He
and I
did, yeah,
felt
he
bad.
Yeah.
forgot his card, or he left like his.
No,
wallet,
she had
or-
my
yeah.
I
card.
had
That's
his
what it
card.
was. Yeah,
Oh.
she yeah,
Dang.
she had my
That
card.
happens to us all the time, but he always has my card. Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm like, I have no coffee at
She
work.
gives it to me. She says, "Like, here, take my card. I don't like holding it." So I'm like, "All right, well."
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah, I had his card, and because I think he went to go. No, I went to go get Alberto's that day or something like that. I went to go get
The
fast
night
food.
before. The night,
yeah,
it was the night before,
before.
and I gave it to her the night before, and she never gave it back to me until I woken up and went.
So then he went to work, and he was getting
Yeah.
all mad and sad that he was hungry. So I Postmates Jack in the Box to him.
Yeah.
Those were the fucking days, man.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get fucking hookups at Chipotle because I would
Yeah,
go
dude.
there every fucking day.
Yeah, dude.
But
Oh
bad
man.
That, I
Chipotle.
feel like
I
that's when you
haven't
gained the
gotten-
most
You
weight
don't
was
got
when
paid
you
for
were
your
working
guac?
at Monterey Park.
Yeah, probably.
Because if you think about it,
Probably.
you had all that fast food right there, and you had just
Dude, not even though. When I was at Alhambra, I had fucking Grill 'em All right there. I would call
that's
in.
true, too.
Yeah, whenever I had a half, dude. If I had a half, I would call them ahead of time and just get fries. And then if I had an hour, I would call ahead of time and get a burger, and then yeah, dude.
Grill 'em all sounds.
You
Dude,
would-
and that was actually the same time that my buddy Angel was working there. So
Oh,
he was
yeah.
fucking hooking me up fat, dude. Like he would give me the big black,
Pony
to go
servings.
trays.
Yeah.
And he would fill it up with fries and whatever, like the specialty. So it'd be buffalo chicken and blue cheese and fucking. Ah man, it was
Everything.
just bad. And buffalo sauce.
But
like,
you were a stock soup, which you did a lot more work because.
but not a fucking
Listen,
Alhambra,
but,
dude.
but it
Not
was more work
Alhambra.
than we did at fucking Monterey Park. I mean, come on now.
No, Monterey Park was more work.
when
Monterey
you, were,
Park
when
was
you
more
became
work.
a floor soup, it was not more work.
No, yeah. that's
Y'all
true.
didn't do shit. I walked in there all the time. You guys
And we
Yeah,
were
were
all,
we-
I mean,
yeah,
we
we
were
didn't-
chill. Like it's
Oh yeah!
slow.
Every time I walked in,
I'd
there,
walk in and Matt would just be like ass out on the counter on his phone,
Yeah.
just being like, "Hey,
Dude, y'all
Like
don't
I
even
see,
look
yeah,
up.
I don't like. Don't worry, don't worry. I stand up when customers come in. Like it's
man.
just you.
No, I remember I was there with you, dude. I wouldn't do
Mhm.
anything either. I'd just be like,
Mhm.
"You guys want to fix those shirts? Nah, it's cool. All right."
If not, it's cool. Just bring them down. Just bring them down. We'll get some later.
Sounds like
PM
you guys
can
are
do
all
it.
fat and lazy.
PM can do it.
PM can do it. Yeah.
No, I would
exactly.
never do that. I'm sorry, you guys. I would never do that.
I don't work there anymore, so.
Never do that.
Man. No, actually, I would actually try to do my best to make sure that shit was at least set up easily.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if there was shit that was that needed to be refolded, I would refold it. I wouldn't put it out, but I'd refold it and leave it on the counter. Like, yeah, this just got to go back. I'm good.
Here, you throw this away. One of those moments. Yeah.
Exactly.
Too winded. You go. It's too far.
I opened up the trash can. Can you just put the bag in? Thanks.
Oh man, yeah, those were the fucking days, man. Just eating and
Eating and barely working.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Excessive.
But I mean, what was the turning point for you guys? I mean, when did it click for you? Because for me, it was just like I was just tired of sitting down for 5 minutes and standing up and my knee hurting. Like that shit wasn't cool.
You're also tired of people saying, "Oh, you got fat."
Yeah, that too.
Like
Yeah.
looking at your old pictures and being like, "Holy shit."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I look like a totally different person in my old pictures.
You were all fucking weird then when we were younger. Even though, yeah, it was really
We
weird.
weren't fully grown
We
yet.
weren't
all right?
developed
Yeah,
yet.
we weren't developed.
Our bone structure
Yeah,
was
but it's
still
so weird looking
solidifying.
at pictures of you like when you're like 18, 19. Because I know when I was
Mm-hmm.
18, 19, I was super skinny. I thought I was all hot shit. I was really skinny. And then I got older, and then I started dating Matt, and then you get in a happy
It's my
relationship.
fault. That's all she
Bring it
ever.
down?
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
it's
all
his
she ever.
fault.
It's my
he just
fault.
made me
That's
too
what it
happy,
is.
and we were like, "Babe, I love you. Let's go to Grill 'Em All."
She was hot all the way up until she met me. Then that was it. That's what she says all
Yep.
the fucking time.
Yep.
So it's all my fault.
Yep, all your fault.
Whatever.
But
It was
like,
your
you
fault
You
too.
get comfortable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like we
Definitely.
got so comfortable, and
Yeah.
we kind of just like looked at ourselves and were like, okay, shit. Like I definitely don't look the way. I wanna look.
Yeah.
No,
it was
of
just the
course.
bottom line. Like I don't look the way I want to look. Like I don't feel the way I want to feel.
Yeah.
It's a whole weird mindset game. Like it's all changing.
Fuck that shit. Whatever you were back then, just be like bomb now. Like be like,
Mhm.
be
Yes.
like
There
better
you go.
now.
Better now
Like-
than before.
Like don't think of that. Like dude, you were a baby. You're still growing. That's baby fat. Like
No muscle
yeah,
definition.
look different.
Mhm.
Look better now.
No, I
You
had
don't
muscle
have to-
definition.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the older you get, the more you lift
Mhm,
and the more
yeah.
muscle you gain from being a teenager.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're
I'm
good,
trying.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
under there.
It's
I think my
just
metabolism's also slowed down quite a bit. That's
That
another.
too.
Once you get older, your metabolism starts. Because I used to eat like crap in high. Like
Yeah.
I'd eat
Yeah.
Del Taco,
Taco
all the
Bell.
time. Taco Bell. Like I'd eat all the time in
Dude.
high school.
If
Dude.
Taco Tell, if
Taco Tell?
Damn, he's already tongue tied. He's
Hit that
mesmerized
buzz.
already. Two fucking Taco Bell.
Taco
Right,
Tell.
dude, Taco Tell. No, dude. If
Welcome
Taco
to
Bell,
Taco Tell.
if Taco Bell had like a legit rewards program, like I would be getting free burritos on the daily. Like that's like I was the biggest Taco Bell fan. Like, dude,
Same.
fuck yeah, dude. If I had a Chihuahua, I would name him Taco Bell.
Dude, cheesy fiesta potatoes.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
Stop.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Taco
we're
Bell
supposed to be
Bell.
talking
Dude,
about fitness here.
Dude, we're gonna go get Taco Bell after this.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, it's
Dude,
hard,
actually,
though.
we
It's hard.
just recently had it again. Again, it was like
What?
was a cheat day.
Yeah.
We were like, fuck it, we're gonna go. And well, we were picking stuff up for our dad.
Yeah. My dad wanted food. And we're like, okay, well, we'll go. We'll get a couple things for us.
Dude, my butthole.
What'd you get?
Show us your. If you give us, if
What
you
did
show
you
us
get?
your
You
goods,
have
we'll
to
show
share.
Beefy
our
five
goods.
layer. I had a beefy
Oh,
five
you
layer.
went to Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Oh
Taco
my
Bell.
god.
Bum,
Beefy
bum,
five layer,
bum.
Frito burrito, and cheesy gordita crunch.
Yep, and two items.
Mhm.
Now.
Cheesy
Two items
gordita
then
crunch.
before. I remember fucking dropping $1 at fucking Taco Bell.
Dude, we would get
Oh.
fucking, we would
Oh
get
my
like
God.
five
We used to
burritos.
get,
I would
like,
get five burritos.
Dude.
I would get five burritos.
I would drop a fucking mad dollar.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
Before I'd get like 2 Frito burritos.
I would
I'd get a
get-
quesadilla. I'd get like 3 crunchy
Ooh, what did I get?
tacos.
What's my order?
oh, girl, I remember her order. Her order was.
Shut up.
Let me get it for you here.
Okay, I know.
Because I always have to
Yeah.
order. I always have to order.
Yeah.
As a
Chicken
driver.
quesadilla, a bean and cheese burrito, and a chalupa.
It'd be like a number 9, like
That
2
sounds so
chalupas.
Mm-hmm.
A taco.
Fuck you! I
Two
never had 2 chalupas. You did.
Fuck
Yeah, I did. That was, I'm lying.
No.
I'm lying. Yeah, I'm
You
lying.
did.
Yeah, I did. It was like
Can I get one chalupa? Actually, can I get 2? They're both for her.
And a
Don't
double
worry.
decker. That's what
always
you
double
and your
decker.
mom.
Mandatory.
Double
I'd get like
decker.
the 3 taco supreme meal
Yeah.
with the regular crunchy taco,
Oh,
and then get
man.
like a bean and cheese burrito on the side on top of a double decker,
Mm-hmm.
and then a fucking large upgrade to like Baja Blast.
You know what's so funny? When I was a kid, I always thought like
Dude,
the
Blast.
meal with the 3 tacos. Like I always thought like, damn, that's a lot of food.
That's
you
some
know?
executive
Food,
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but fuck that. That's not a lot of food. That's nothing.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You vacuum that.
Okay, no more.
We've done good though. Like since we've been working out, like let's go back to like working out because I'm getting hungry with the more we're talking about it.
I know,
Of
stop
course.
it.
But like now,
Back to the fitness. I'm gonna
Back
fucking
to
do
fitness.
push-ups while we're doing that.
but we've actually like we're eating less. Like I found even when I do
Mhm.
eat like fast food occasionally, I definitely don't eat nearly as much as I did before.
Of
Like
course.
this last time we had Taco Bell, instead of having like 3 burritos, a quesadilla, and like 3 tacos, I had 1 burrito and 2 crunchy tacos, and that was it.
Yep.
Mhm.
That was it. And I was like, okay,
it.
like I'm
And I just
full.
had 3 burritos. That was it. No, 2 burritos and 1 taco. That was it.
2 burritos
So,
and a
yeah.
taco.
Again, you have cut your
Mhm.
portions considerably, so that's a start. That's always a start.
That's-
reducing. That's
Biggest thing. Like that's how.
What's
I
your
really
guys'
think with
favorite
less.
thing to meal prep? What's the
I was gonna
Oh,
ask you
yeah.
guys, how do you feel? Do you guys feel like different when you eat after you eat?
I mean,
At first, it was like hell. I remember like the first few days, I was just like, I am so freaking hungry. It was really hard, and now I'm still kind of hungry.
it feels
but-
good not to feel hungry for
Mhm.
once. Like I remember I used to eat like be like, no, I'm not going to eat that much, and then eat a little bit but still feel hungry after that. Like it feels
Yeah.
Yeah.
it feels good not feeling hungry after eating, my
Yeah,
portion.
We got used to the portion, especially
Mhm.
like since we were meal prepping, and like it was so convenient too. Just like not having to cook, really just pop it in the microwave and
Mhm.
eat real quick.
Yeah.
So that's convenient in itself because we're lazy, and then to kind of
Well,
force
it made it easy for her.
Dang.
whatever.
you guys
I'm
will-
It is
the
easy.
cook.
I'm
I'm the
the
cook.
cook.
I'm the cook.
What are you?
She helps.
Hey, you're the
I
sous
did
chef.
the
You're the
whole
sous
time.
chef.
Sous chef,
You're the
sous chef,
You're
sous
the
chef.
chef.
Hey, sous chef.
Sous chef.
He
There
didn't say
you
you
go,
wash.
sous chef.
He
There
didn't
you
say you
go.
just wash dishes. He said you
Mhm.
sous chef, girl.
Girl.
You my
Are
number
you
2.
kidding me? I've cooked.
She
Few
makes
weeks
great.
ago-
She makes good great ground beef.
I love ground
Grape
beef.
ground beef.
Great ground beef.
Grape
Okay,
ground
I
beef?
came
Grape
up with this
ground beef.
recipe for the last one of the weeks that we did, and it came out super good. We got veggie pasta,
Mm.
bomb.
Yeah, that was
Uh,
really good.
ground turkey,
Yes.
and asparagus
Mhm.
with pesto
Pesto.
sauce.
Stinky pee pee.
Woo!
And we cooked sticky pee-pee
Sticky
sticks.
pee sticks. That's
Yep.
what I call them.
Sticky pee-pee sticks.
We cooked
And
the
then sticky
asparagus
pussy
with the
shorts.
sausage, though, so the
Oh.
flavors
Mhm.
would kind of like
Yes,
meld.
you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out so freaking bomb, and I'm pretty sure that was all me. I had you assist. What I think you did the salads.
You
part,
were
or-
sous chef, buddy.
Salad, sizzler.
Salad?
What the heck?
Sizzler?
No, you did the salad. I remember you doing the salad.
Oh, I did this. I did all of that.
What's a
You did the salad. I did the pasta, and I helped you with the sausage.
Hey, it
No,
sounds
that's only
really
because
nice.
I told you. I was like, no, you're cooking it this one because I made it the last time.
Whatever, but that was it was a lot. Like
Sounds
cooking, like
fun.
But either
a
way,
lot
the
of
next
pasta,
meal
like, you
prep,
need
I want to
some
do
muscle.
like a beef and broccoli type thing.
Yo.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
It's good shit, man.
I really don't want to do just chicken breasts.
Chicken
Do
breast
it.
is
Do it.
it gets rough when you do it for too long.
No, you
Well, I
don't.
feel
Yeah.
like I would
No, it
get
doesn't.
creative with the sauces.
I mean-
I'd be like, one day I'm gonna use a little bit of buffalo sauce. Like I obviously put the sauce on the side and just dip a little bit. And like one day I'll do buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
Another day I'll do barbecue sauce. Maybe another day I'll do steak sauce.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
the
dang.
sauce. Yeah, the one thing that is scary about that stuff though is the sauces are the secret sauces. They always have the most. They usually do more damage than
Mhm.
like some of
Right.
the other shit.
That's
That's
why
what's
it's
That's where
sketchy.
the
A
that's
little
where
bit.
the yeah.
That's why I don't like chicken breast
Mhm.
And
because
your
it's so hard
sauces,
when you
too.
just when you
when
don't
you're
dre-
not
when
yeah
you don't dress up
dress
chicken.
it, yeah.
It's just so like Mojave Desert. Just
Your
Mojave
sauces too.
Desert.
Your sauces have a lot of sugar
Yeah.
too, but
Mhm.
you gotta be careful.
Yeah, those things
Do
will
a
ruin ya.
marinade. Do a marinade.
Marinades are
Yeah,
fucking fantastic.
ginger, lemon.
I have this really good IPA marinade that I
Basil.
do.
Oh yeah, but you do that for carne
Carne
asada.
asada.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see,
Mhm.
that's
Can we
fucking
meal prep with
fantastic.
carne asada?
Of course you can.
Yeah,
You just
can,
cook
you
it
can
like
meal prep with
medium rare.
anything. Yeah.
Cook it medium rare. That way, or a little
When
more
you
on the
when
the
you
rare side.
microwave it, it's a little.
Oh,
Yep.
sounds bomb.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
That way you don't overcook it. I've learned that by
Let's
fucking.
do that. Make a fuck ton of carne asada, and that'll be our meal
Carne
prep.
asada.
Yeah, that stuff is wicked.
We did
Uh,
that. We did like a Cinco de Mayo meal prep, but
Yeah,
it was,
we
it
did.
Oh,
was
nice.
like it was Chipotle, dude.
Chipotle
It
bowls.
was
Yeah.
Chipotle.
That's what we kind of did.
That's kind
yeah.
of what we did last week.
Yeah.
Although
Brown
we were,
rice, yeah, brown rice, black beans, and ground beef.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's exactly.
Black
what-
beans, bomb.
Throw a
Mhm.
little lard in there.
Yeah.
No.
a little lard.
I throw the lard. Hey, when again the fat, I'm not
Johnny
scared
does
of fat.
lard.
Fat I can really go through.
Mhm.
Fat doesn't fuck with me
Yeah, I
as
love
much
ribs,
as sugar
dude.
does.
I'm a big fan of ribs.
Yeah.
Dang.
Really? Like I can't do like really fatty. Like I like lean
I love
meat.
fatty ribs.
Y'all can do that. Y'all want to put on size. You want to talk about that?
Oh, about guys
Building
the
building
muscle.
mass.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
the
like-
difference between guys and their
Yeah,
workout goals.
because
versus
I
women.
mean,
The nutrition sometimes.
I mean,
Nutrition is different.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's got to be really different.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, eventually we're gonna have to. Do
I know
our
when
own
you
thing,
guys
babe.
go to the gym and work out. Do you guys work out together or do you
Hell
separate?
Yeah, we work
Yeah.
out together.
No, we
Like I mean, you go
Yeah.
at the same time, but do you guys?
no, we work out together.
Together.
Yeah, we we do everything together.
Mhm.
Maybe sometimes at the end, if she wants to do something a little more, like I'm gonna do some extra cardio, I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go do some isolation work or something,
Yeah,
or
that's what I do.
I'm just gonna go,
Yeah.
do some I
Some
don't know, some
core.
push-ups or some
Yeah.
box jumps like we did today.
Mhm.
I'll make like I'll do sort of a hit workout to sort of
Mhm.
get my cardio up there for about 10-15 minutes, and then by the time I'm done with that, she's already finished up with her cardio. So
Yeah, we're kind of starting to find that like we have to separate because we have different needs. Like I want to target like my legs,
Yeah.
my hips, my
Mhm.
thighs, my butt more. Where he kind of wants to build up his chest and his
Yeah.
arms and get that looking
Well,
good.
I do.
Girl, build up your chest and your arms too.
Oh, we'll do
Mhm.
some of that too. Like we'll,
Yeah.
we'll do that we'll do that together. But I feel like I don't need to hit that as hard. Like I want to still make some time. Like it's like okay, after our fifth.
She's prioritizing her legs.
No, of course.
That's what it is.
I
no,
mean-
that's
Yeah,
fine.
like
Yeah.
after
Do
our
it every
fifth like
day.
arm workout, I'm like, all right, like you can keep doing that. I'm gonna do some legs.
oh
real
yeah,
quick.
sometimes
Mhm.
Or
yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
do
Yeah.
some core real quick, just to because I feel like I don't want to put all of my attention onto like I need to put like focus
Core every
on.
day. Core every
Well,
day.
That's
Oh,
true. We
gosh.
do a little bit of core every day.
Yeah.
We'll
Every
try
day,
to
you
do a
have
little
to.
bit of core every day. At least incorporate it somewhere.
if you
somehow.
read that Arnold
Abdominals every day.
abdominals every day, the Arnold Encyclopedia,
The-
the Encyclopedia of
Mhm.
Bodybuilding,
Yep.
abs every day. Every day. That's part of a routine. That's rough. So good on you guys for doing that every day because
Yeah, that's tough.
I struggle with that.
There is one day though that I do focus mainly on. I do abs and shoulders.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we
Good
love
combo.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Bracing yourself for stability while you're pressing heavy
Mhm.
overhead. That's
Yeah.
good,
Yeah,
man.
we'll do
That's
abs and
bomb.
shoulders, back and bicep,
Mm.
chest
and tri.
chest and tricep,
Yep.
and legs.
And legs.
Yeah. And
There's
Yeah, there you
legs.
go.
yeah, no, for
Legs.
sure. And
Mm-hmm.
well, when we first started, Kristen wasn't too sure about using free weights, so she stuck to like doing cardio. So she'd do
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
Stairmaster on top. She'd do Stairmaster for 40 minutes, and then she'd jump on a treadmill for 40 minutes, and then she'd go on the Jacob's ladder for 20 minutes, like 30 minutes. And so she really hit it hard until she felt comfortable. She's like, hey, like I want to do what you're doing now. Like,
Hey, shout out to David Salazar Tattoo for doing hours of cardio with me.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
yeah, he was there since the beginning, my brother, and
Yes.
That's
She
cool.
was-
Yeah. You guys
that-
got a group going
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then so she did her thing at the beginning by herself, got into the groove, got extra confident, built her confidence, and she was like, all right, cool. Like now I
Yeah.
want to do what you guys are doing. I want to lift with you guys, you know. And
Mhm.
we introduced her into lifting, and there was always that myth that women think that if I lift heavy, I'm gonna get big, which
Yeah.
is completely false. It really is false. Women,
Mhm.
they're not built
Unless
like
you're
men.
fucking unless you're pumping steroids, you know, like
Unless you're
pumping
juicing,
iron,
yeah.
unless you're juicing it
Yeah,
up.
man. Like, I don't know. A year ago when I was like, I'm gonna lose all this fucking weight and I'm gonna get breast implants and I'm gonna be a hot shit. Just you wait and see. And now it's like, like no, like I'd rather bench press and like make my shit work on its own, and like I don't want, and like that's the whole reason why I started. Like, dude, when we started this, dude, like my doctor was like, you need to get another job. Like your back's not gonna let you do makeup again. Like start looking for another job. Around this time last year, and I was just like, this motherfucker. And then like,
has it been a year?
It's been a little over a year now.
It's been more than a year, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's been more than a year, but like, and then I had some friends, and they're just like, you can't achieve that. You can't achieve that. You can't achieve that without surgery.
What?
Yeah, there's the weight. Wow. What was it? The weight loss you desire. The weight loss you desire cannot be achieved naturally. It can only be done through surgery.
What?
And I was like, oh dang, all right.
It's like, well, fuck you. I'm gonna do it anyway.
No, I was just like, all right, okay.
Yeah, very
challenge accepted then.
And then and then like 18 pounds went by, and then like I was like, 40 pounds, you know. And then you just keep going, man. Like there's gonna be.
Did it feel easier to keep as like once you had the ball rolling? Did it feel easier as the more you went?
No,
it's never easy. It's never easy.
It just becomes routine.
Dude, there was months where I lost 2 pounds. There was a month I lost 2 pounds, and I was like, what the hell? I'm a 250-pound girl. Why can't I lose weight?
Yeah.
You know, and then you got to change stuff. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I lost 10 pounds that month. And then like just recently, it started happening like really fast. I don't know what it is. We started like we cut out a lot of sugar. We try to stay under 20 grams. I try to stay under 15. We don't eat bread anymore.
Yeah, recently let go of bread. Yeah.
We do like steel cut oats in the morning with some berries, like some low sugar berries. Yeah, and we just like it's almost like okay, like it's almost like this is working. Okay, how would it work if I cocktailed it with this? You know, like with this meal and this workout, or this meal and this week of workouts. You know, like it's like take 2 out, put 1 in, and I don't know. It's like it's a science, and you really like start to really know your body. Like just recently on Monday we had like a little cheat day, and I got back. I went back in the gym, and then I was like, "Oh man!" Like, and then I was like, "How long is it gonna take to come back from like feeling like this?" Because, dude, like, the sugar, like, we were so tired, and we were just like, "Oh, we want to take a nap," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I took a nap in the middle of the day. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Oh
I fell asleep on my stomach
Food
like
coma.
a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Face down, ass up.
And when you're eating better, like
that's the way I like to nap.
Yeah, you can, dude. It's like we had sugar for like not even like 8 hours in our day, and it was
man.
It was a big day though. We went.
The room got dirty.
Yeah,
the house got dirty. Everything got all
tornado
fucked up,
hit, man.
dude.
It was crazy. I mean, legit. We went to several locations to get the day because she finally hit. She hit her third goal. What was that third goal? What's the number?
Stop it.
Give us the number.
Mm.
We want to know the number that you hit.
I hit 165, so that means I was down about at least 130 pounds. So I was like, this fucking cheat day. You know, like we haven't had a cheat day. We haven't had a cheat day in a long time.
Really?
That was the day. That was the day.
At least over like 3 months or something.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been pretty solid, just prepping every day. And
when you guys prep, you guys do the full week, 7 days?
No, we do like 4 days.
4 days.
I'll do 4 days, but I'll eat the night of, so I'll have 3 days remaining, kind of a deal. So every 3 days, I'm cooking for myself. That and it stays fresh, dude. Because when you have it for 7 days, by the
7 days,
by the fifth
no
day,
way, man.
by like the 5th day, your food is just it's lost a lot of its texture, and it's just.
I feel like the 5th day is like that, just cutting it.
Yeah, we'll do like 5 days.
Because
dude, just make like a like a little like a bomb like protein pack Lunchable. I mean like
I
mean Starbucks got their meals, like dude, make something better. Like that's what I've been doing, and it's been working bomb.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sort of
we've kind of done
adult Lunchables, essentially.
Like a keto Lunchable.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we did as far because we couldn't really cut out our midnight snacks, or we'll get like drunk munchies or something. So we do we'll have wine and we'll get like we'll get
Oh my God,
deli meats and cheese. So we'll do what we did salami, just salami and a
Cheddar
couple
jack.
little cheddar jack and a glass of wine.
Yeah.
That was actually our anniversary. It was nice. It was our
See?
little anniversary cheat day night, whatever, date night type thing. So we just sat out on the
Aw.
patio and just
Had a little snack.
had a little snack together.
Little
He had,
midnight
he
snack.
had to work, so he got home late, and so we're just like, okay, well, let's have a healthy-ish little snack and
Wasted all the
drink wine.
propane in the fire pit.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
You have to.
Exactly.
Special events like that too
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
should be acknowledged. If you can't eat something that
Should be a
isn't-
balance.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah.
Just know tomorrow, the next day, you're gonna have to hit a
You're
little
gonna
harder.
have to put in work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only fun part about that.
Yeah, but I feel like that is work, especially compared to what we would do before, like how every day we're eating like Alberto's or McDonald's or something. So
Yep.
going from that to being like, okay, we're gonna have a couple of slices of salami and prosciutto with a few string cheese with
Of
a glass of
course.
wine.
Of course.
That's like huge. That's like really huge for us. So that's where we're at, trying to at least get used to that.
Yeah.
McDonald's
As far as like
was
the
my
dieting
place.
goes.
McDonald's was my fucking place, man.
Yeah. Like I said, it was Taco Bell for us, dude. I can fucking read you that menu.
I'm telling you, when we would go to eat McDonald's, especially in the PM, people would look at us strange and would be like, "Why are they looking at us so
Dude.
weird?" It's because we have tattoos, probably. No,
Yeah.
because
You got four
We're fucking huge.
McChickens.
We're huge. Man.
fucking baby beluga pulling up to fucking
Baby.
I got Vans coupons.
I got you, man. Hey, don't,
Make it up a surprise.
don't tell anybody you saw me here, kid. But here's some Vans coupons.
Oh man! All right, well let's take a little quick break right here because we're already at the half-hour mark. I wanted to bring some attention to our good buddy Ray from
Ray.
the old hood. Ray's actually everybody knows from Scum. He's been on the show before a couple times. This is his band who he has mentioned plenty of times. Causa.
Go girl.
Spelled C-A-U-S-A. Go ahead and look them up on Bandcamp at casapunks.bandcamp.com and all that shit. We'll be right back, folks. Yeah, Causa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their song, Community Project, B-side. Well, I don't know why it's called B-side. It's in parentheses, but you can go ahead and check them out on Bandcamp and everything. But we're back. What were you guys talking about? About more
we're talking about
dieting and
30.
shit? Mm-hmm.
Oh, the whole 30
The
diet
Dirty
that we
30?
were on, yeah.
Not the dirty 30.
Not the dirty
The other
30?
dirty 30.
It was the dirty 30, yeah.
Dirty
no,
30.
that thing, oh God, when you go cold turkey, letting go of refined sugar and like added sugar, it's something else. It turns you into something.
What's,
Johnny was upset.
I was
a
cranky.
little more specific. What's refined or
added sugar.
Any sugar that's been added to
Like
to
no
any
sugar
food, no
at all.
sugar, refined
Yeah.
sugar, which is sugar.
Unless it's in your
Sugar.
banana.
Crystal man, that good, that white girl. Oh, that good. I'm telling you, when you boot sugar, it's really fucking hard. At least for me, because I mean, I was eating McDonald's every day, and I'd be drinking a large sweet tea. I'd drink like 2 of those a day, like straight up. I'd get one at work, and then I'd go home, and then I'd go get one at home,
Yeah.
like. And then there was always soda in the fridge, always soda, something sweet. Like it's. I remember just looking at our fridge at one
For me,
point,
it's
and there was.
juice.
Dude, there was legit just like condiments and fucking soda in our fridge.
Like leftover
Fuck
cups.
yeah.
Because we ate out so
Oh my
much breakfast,
God.
lunch, and dinner. It
Yeah.
was too
Damn.
much. We would wake up in the morning, go to Starbucks. We'd get a breakfast
That's
sandwich, and we'd get a venti like fucking Java chip.
and then you open the fridge, you got leftover flows.
No, dude, there was never
Muffins.
leftovers.
No,
never
Muffins.
leftovers, buddy. Never leftovers.
Never flows. Let's get it right.
It was-
Muppets.
yeah.
It was the
man.
Popeyes.
It was rough though, but when you eat like that every day, it's so hard. And but letting go of sugar was probably the hardest part about it.
But tell them you were already on your weight loss journey and you thought you were already eating pretty healthy.
I
and
thought
then
I
you
was
went-
king
yeah,
shit of
and
fuck
then-
mountain.
and
I was like,
he-
yeah, brown
Mayor.
rice, Kristen. You don't know. Get on my level.
Yeah, get on my level.
Beefcake.
Oh my god!
Beefcake.
With the cheesy poofs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta eat you gotta take your pre-workout. You gotta take your PCOs.
Hey, get your protein shake
Take your
on,
vitamins. Eat your
motherfucker.
vegetables. You know.
So you
just-
basically
Yeah.
you take out all refined sugar, all added sugar, all artificial sweetener, anything that is enhanced. Any like if you
no
were-
pasta
yeah,
because pasta has sugar.
and it's whole
Oh,
food. It's whole
man.
foods.
Yeah.
It's whole food. No pasta, no oatmeal, no legumes, no
Legumes,
beans,
yeah.
no pasta,
Any
no
sort
rice,
of anything
no
that has
oatmeal.
any high
Nope.
That
glycemic
sounds
index.
Like, what? Can you eat lettuce and
Yeah, you sure can. You can have lettuce. You can have tomatoes. You can have some uncured bacon.
Yeah, bacon was
Anything
cool.
that's not like with a what is it?
No preservatives.
yeah,
pretty
no
much.
preservatives,
Yeah, no
no like
preservatives.
added fillers. Like in it, you can have it in its raw form. You can have it in its natural form if there's natural sugars in it. But anything other than that, you couldn't have it.
Nope.
So that's how we got like creative with
Yeah.
yeah
You start really
start
thinking
getting
about like,
creative, yeah. with
oh,
fucking eggs and stuff. Yeah.
you start mixing
Yeah.
shit. Like this makes
Mhm.
sense. I'll put it this way: if you
So it's a good thing that you guys get high too, because then you can just get super creative with your
Dude,
food, right?
I made some turkey meatballs last night. Oh
Whoa,
my god.
that sounds good.
That sounds amazing.
Dude, there was
they're fun.
bell pepper, jalapenos, serranos,
I forgot.
onion, garlic. There was
See
like
that?
8
You
cloves
gotta
of
start
garlic.
getting you gotta start eating more
gotta start-
peppers and everything. Like getting.
Oh
start
my
just-
god! Shut
She
up,
no
man.
no
What
her.
happened to I'm the cook? I'm the cook.
No, she doesn't eat it. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't eat it though.
because you
She
don't
doesn't
present it
eat
right,
though.
Chef.
Oh my god!
I
no,
Chef,
it's
you
only
have
to-
it's
not
for
know.
flavor, dude. It's for flavor.
You gotta liquefy them
She doesn't-
motherfuckers.
She won't try it.
You gotta
She doesn't-
liquefy them.
Girl.
Hey, peppers. Trust me, I was very anti-peppers. Like
Yeah,
bell
yeah.
peppers,
Yeah.
red, green, orange, purple, polka dot.
Ask him how he
Yeah.
feels about celery.
I still don't like celery.
really?
That's
I don't
my,
mind celery.
That's my
right.
enemy.
Celery's
No,
the
yeah,
best.
I can't do celery. No
Celery's
way.
Yeah, but the only time I eat celery is when I'm eating wings and shit. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, that's the only time I eat celery too. Is like
So
when
try-
it's covered in buffalo sauce.
I know. And it's
eat some celery
smothered in buffalo
without any
sauce.
buffalo sauce. in
Ah,
it.
buffalo sauce.
It tastes
is so
like the
good,
devil.
though.
It tastes like the
Buffalo
devil to me.
hummus. They have
Now,
buffalo hummus.
raw
They have
celery.
buffalo hummus.
Yes, they do, girl. They got everything,
What?
girl.
Yeah.
Like, y'all need to go grocery shopping and get inspired.
How about we should go
Yeah.
on a live stream grocery shopping?
Live
Live
stream
stream grocery shopping.
Stop
Rat
it.
Talk live
Stop
stream.
it.
Oh my
Rat
god!
Talk
The
live
Fuck
entire
yeah.
thing is gonna be like, can I eat this? And you're like, that's a Pop
Uh-huh.
Tart, Amanda.
That's-
No.
Hey, yeah, if you don't want to do anything,
Mhm.
It's gonna
no,
be ever me bringing things and Chris is like, put that back. No.
No, we're gonna
Dude.
essentially shop for you.
No. They're the ones eating it.
We're all, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I mean, if you're
No,
gonna,
I mean like they're the ones that want to get artsy fartsy with their food, man.
no, but I'm saying like we're gonna really.
You guys are gonna supply it. We're gonna demand it.
No, we're gonna guide you guys. Right?
Yeah.
If you have any
that's
questions,
okay.
that's what I meant. I didn't mean like we're gonna shop for you guys. No.
No, like we'll
We'll be
all
your
go.
Jiminy
We'll be your,
Cricket.
we'll be your Jiminy Crickets. And we're
Yeah.
like, you can't eat that.
So yeah, it's basically gonna be Amanda going, "Can I eat this?"
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't know. Can you eat it? Eat that shit.
Hey.
Why is Don Adams all of a sudden there?
Marty 5.
So what are you guys
Oh,
doing? So what, you
man.
guys went to the gym today? You guys?
We did.
Well,
we went to the
well-
gym today.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we've been doing is going to the gym. Like
I've been going to school too. But like,
we've been,
a lot of gym.
yeah, it's been mostly gym for me. Like I've had my membership since July of last year, and I didn't go for a long time.
Dang,
Yeah.
since July
Yeah.
last year, that's summertime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fuck
It's
yeah.
prime time.
And I didn't go as often as I should have been. I probably went like twice a month.
Yeah.
Or let me use your microphone. I can't.
Just enough to
It's all fucked up. Oh, yours is all weird too.
just enough to
Whatever.
give you a reason
We
for
can
the
hear
Yeah,
you.
bill.
We can hear
exactly, exactly. Just enough reason to for
I
them
pay
to
for
bill
it. I
me.
might as well go.
Exactly, but I that's all I've been really doing is
Yeah, but you
is-
guys look like what are you guys? What else are you doing? You guys are just doing smaller portions in gym. That's it.
Essentially,
No,
well,
we're trying
smaller
to get
portions and trying to eat things that are a little bit better. Which is essentially
Exactly.
cutting out fast food,
Yeah.
as much fast food as possible. So that's helped quite
Yeah.
a bit, but we're kind of at the point where we need to get more disciplined when it
we
comes.
did.
Yeah.
We
Dig
have been cheating.
deeper.
We've been cheating a little bit. We do take fat burners too. My mom
Oh,
gave
yeah.
us. She works
Oh
at
yeah,
this little
I've been
fucking.
seeing
Hey.
that. What the
Yeah.
heck is that?
I tell anybody when they ask about supplements, I say, hey, whether it works or not, it's getting you in that fucking
Yeah.
gym
Yeah,
and
man.
it's getting you in the mindset. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some people be like, why do you spend so much money on supplements? It's just like, well, you know what?
Mhm. If you're
It-
gonna
for
spend the
me,
money
it's a
on it, yeah.
guarantee.
Stop it.
Like it's an investment. Like now I have to go. I just spent $200 on these supplements. I'd
Yeah,
be
I'm not gonna just take
asshole.
them. And,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you really have to. When I tell people, you know what, do it because it'll give you that incentive to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna waste this money. I'm gonna get this shit done. If you need to fucking drink, I don't know, cow milk, goat milk, or something before you go work out, and
Badger milk, dude.
If it convinces you to get in the
Badger
fucking
milk.
gym, fucking do it. Just do it. That's
Yeah.
it, dude. But you guys are doing it though.
Mhm.
I was telling
Yeah.
Kristen too when we were
were
working
talking about
out,
that.
and I was like, it felt like I didn't feel like I was working out with people who really didn't know what they were doing. Like I was really impressed by your guys' like skill level at the gym. Like,
Yeah.
because there's been times where you go work out with new people and it's
And they're
you're on a
like,
different level, and
yeah.
so it just feels like you're like it's hard to work out to concentrate because you're focused on trying to help somebody else, sort of a deal, and you kind of lose concentration, and you really don't feel like you get that 100% workout. But with you guys, I felt like I was able to get in that 100% workout. Like I didn't feel like I had to stop and be
Dude,
like,
we were there for a long time. I was
Yeah. We were
surprised.
there.
Yeah, we were there for fucking. Why we got there like at what 3:30?
Yeah, we left like at 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
that's
about.
Yeah,
good.
we were there for a while.
Yeah, so
it totally flew by though.
Yeah,
I think it was especially because you kind of got us out of our comfort zone, trying different things that we hadn't tried before.
but you guys fucking
That's
We
No, we
did
did
like
it, yeah.
the box jumps. That was scary. I was just scared I was gonna break my face.
Nope.
Like I was.
no, girl, just fall one time.
one time and never
I was
let it happen
thankfully
again.
we were kind of doing it next to the wall, so I kind of like caught myself with the wall, just caught my balance real quick. But then that was only what for like the
It was
first
just
set.
the first set.
It was
yeah.
the first set, and then after that, I was like, okay, I got this. I kind of like started swinging my arms and getting into it.
Yep.
And
And you
Use
guys
your
did
body.
fucking fantastic again.
Oh, thank you.
The way
Thank
you
you.
guys were lifting, the way when we did those cable squats, I was like, you guys got it. Like there was, I didn't feel like I had to stop, and I felt like, hell yeah, I can work
good.
out with these people. I don't feel like I'm like
Yeah.
being slowed down
Yeah.
or like I'm not helping them at all, sort of a deal. So kudos to you guys because it's not easy finding people to work out with that are
Yeah.
on a level that you can work out with, because
Yeah.
sometimes if it's somebody who's barely beginning, again, it's not that it's a burden or anything. It doesn't suck. It's just you're really trying
It's
to
that
help.
mindset. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that
you really
mindset
gotta
you have
help-
to be.
yeah.
Yeah, you have
Like
to
if this
be.
were a few months ago, it would be a totally different story.
'Cause,
Because I feel
yeah.
like I wasn't
Yeah.
as confident. Now I'm feeling like a little bit more confident with
Yeah.
Mhm.
using different machines too.
Of
Although
course.
it's just only if I have done them a few times and I'm like, okay, I know how this one works. But then other ones I'm like, I don't know how to do this one, or I don't know how, and I kind of just get embarrassed, especially like if I'm by myself or it's just me and him. I'm like, I'm just not going to try this one. So
but you stepped out of that comfort zone.
Yeah.
You guys did something that you guys have never done probably at the gym. Now you can add that to your routine, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a...
leg days from now on are going to be fucking killer. Like,
you have to.
Yeah, I feel like...
they're going to be fucking killer.
I think, you definitely intensified our
Thank
leg
you.
day.
Definitely. And it's what somebody once told me was that what I'm giving you like is better than gold. You know, you will always be able to use this now, you know, and so, you know, I really enjoy that I can give you guys something, and that if somebody comes to the gym with you, be like, yo, you do this
use
now.
that to make your body look good, and then you obtain gold, and then
you
see
pass
the
it.
whole,
and it legit is a gift that keeps on giving, because you can you pass it down to somebody, and somebody will be confident enough to be like, oh, I'm helping this person out. You know what? When I first started, you know, my buddy so-and-so showed me this. You should try it out, you know, like, and then it gets passed on, and it's just building that legacy with people, you know, and sometimes you don't mean to be inspirational. I don't mean to be inspirational. I just do. We just do. And I'm not used to people being like, hey, man, like, you inspire me, or thank you so much, like, or something. And it's just like, oh, like, no worries, I'm not.
Well, you got a lot of that today. Man. You got a lot of that today. I know you do.
It's something that I just do, and if I can help people, if people can learn from my mistakes or learn from the things that I'm doing, then by all means, like, you know, use me for that information, because it sucks going at it alone and not being you. And when
it's good to have someone, just to be inspiring, you know,
course.
like just to get you there, like.
It's just that state
it's
of mind.
Good. I think it's good for you to feel like you could be you, and it makes someone else want to be better.
Exactly.
That's where the sort of
that's
becomes
where
awkward.
That's where it's
but
awesome.
Yeah. I never set out to be an inspiration, but I'm glad that it pushes you guys to do this, because we all need inspiration from someplace. You know, if we can't get it from ourselves, we'll find it in other people. And we'll establish that confidence eventually, and then we can go out on our own, sort of a deal. So that's how it works, man. You just gotta learn. You gotta learn to crawl before you can run. That's all it is, dude.
Next time we have to go to your home gym, which is UFC, and Kristen's
Kristen's
got to come with us and murder us.
Kristen's gonna kill us.
I know. I have a feeling like
I'm down.
We can hit a back day.
Like,
if you
hey,
guys
I
are
heard
into
you're
it.
gonna kick my ass.
Y'all did like 5
I had a
minutes
really decent
of
back day.
cardio today. I heard you guys did like 5
we
minutes.
did 5 minutes.
After the fucking workout.
Johnny's all sad.
No, dude, I was
What?
excited about it. I was like, hell yeah, 5 minutes. Kristen's usually like 30 minutes. I'm like,
I know. I was weird.
Yeah.
I asked Matt. I was like, 5 minutes. That's it. You sure? I was expecting like 15 or something.
No, well, I mean, because it was leg day.
It was 15
Yeah,
minutes,
it was
5
leg
each.
days.
It was an accumulative of 15.
I'm glad that we did.
you know,
I'm
you're
glad that
right.
we did the 5 though, because we
15
pushed
minutes.
ourselves so hard.
No,
I feel
yeah,
like we
they-
pushed
yeah.
ourselves so hard that those 5 minutes. I mean, I still pushed myself in that 5 minutes. I think I got like a mile and a half in those 5 minutes, because it's only me 5 minutes. I'm gonna push myself for that time. That's kind of why, like, I gauge it.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. I started cranking up the level on it a lot higher.
Really?
Yeah.
Push it to 20 and just go, dude. Go to 20 and just
Push
go.
to failure. Yeah.
20 is usually the way to go.
Yeah, dude. Is it resistance or incline?
No, but I mean, what it comes down to, if you don't give it your all, if you do not give it your all, it's not sincere. It is not sincere,
Yeah.
because you can get in there and be comfortable and be like, you know what, I did 7 today. I was at a 7. I get that, you know, but sometimes we have to push ourselves beyond the level 7, and sometimes, I mean.
Well,
level 20.
Your body's gonna know.
Yeah,
Your
what we
body's
try to
gonna
focus
know.
on is distance.
No, of
That's
course,
why,
Yeah.
endurance.
Yeah,
Endurance.
yeah, exactly.
Endurance,
Like,
perfect,
whenever we do our full 35-minute cardio sesh, we do. I try to get 10 miles.
Do it.
I'm like at
Push
9
your
and a
hardest.
half. I'm like pushing. I'm pushing for 10.
Yeah,
but I'm about 9 and
when
a
we
half.
finish, yeah.
Dude, I used to challenge myself at the gym where I would be on elliptical and I would try to complete like 2 miles under a certain time frame.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if I couldn't get that, I would do another 2 miles and make sure I would like
Get
fuck
there.
it, you know.
Yeah.
I would always challenge myself,
Yeah.
and that's
Just
how
get yourself. Yeah.
you have to sort of put that, but like, don't give yourself an excuse to be satisfied with. Oh, I almost made 20 minutes. Nah, motherfucker, get back
Compete
on
with
there
yourself,
and
yeah.
then get it to 40 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
because you need to
exactly.
hit that goal, and that's when we set those goals. Is when we attain. Is when we finally are able to reap those fucking benefits of like, holy shit, I've been working out for a year. Like now I can see the fucking results.
Yeah.
Because for a long time, people.
I'm excited. I'm excited to look at
Yes.
myself.
Yeah, dude.
Come July, I do want to pull up a picture of myself from a year ago and see what
You
the
have to. You have to.
Yeah.
You got to
differences.
keep reminding yourself, like, there's no way I'm ever going to go back to that because fuck that, man. All that suffering that you've done, all that pain. Like I said, we go into that gym to intentionally hurt ourselves for progress.
Yeah.
You come out, if you go into
Exactly.
that place
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
grimacing, you're in pain, it's uncomfortable, and, you know.
You're just pushing yourself, dude.
Yeah,
You're
and-
pushing your body.
And
Hey, I'd rather be uncomfortable in the gym than be like uncomfortable in my fucking clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd rather like
Yeah, like I
put
was saying earlier, like being
put that pain in there,
uncomfortable,
yeah.
standing up after being on the couch for 5 minutes and
yeah, man.
have your knees buckle underneath you, like.
Whenever I think of like, oh my god, 5 more minutes, I'm always like, dude, how fast does 5 minutes fly when you're like stoned on the couch? Like it's not that long. Like
Yeah.
go longer, you know, like go harder, like push till failure. Like our body knows like we're gonna work out chest, we're gonna warm up chest, and then we're gonna go hit a bench, and then we're gonna do that. It's like no, like you have to keep your body guessing at the same time.
Amanda's starting to get into the benching.
Yes.
Hey, we
The
should
bench,
hit chest.
yeah.
No bras needed,
No bras needed for me.
dude. No way, man.
No,
Yep.
but yeah, it's let's get into it, dude. We'll do that
Yeah.
next session. We'll go to UFC. It'll be fun.
Dude,
You guys will love
do
it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yep.
Super down. It kind of seems intimidating though. It's
It's-
UFC. UFC just seems like it's a little more intense.
Welcome to UFC gym.
No, dude. It's not.
You got someone at the front door just to yell at you.
Nah, dude, no one even sits at the front. No, not anymore. The scanner.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah,
Every time
no,
you
no.
walk in, Bruce Buffer is just.
Hell, I
Standing
mean,
in
you
the
guys
middle
have
of the
friggin' octagon in there.
We do, and you know what? When UFC first opened, when I first started going there, maybe about several months, maybe 6 months after they opened, I thought it was like just an MMA training gym sort of a deal. And
Yeah, that's what I got
Yeah.
the
and
impression
it
of
was
too.
the vibe, but, you know,
Yeah.
and then so like UFC for several years was very like still sort of people were very unsure about, you know, the name is very intimidating. UFC, you think UFC, you think fighting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people thought like it's probably like an MMA gym, and they probably didn't even bother to go in even and look, kind of a deal. And so
Yeah.
I just ended up going, you know. But reason why I went was because when I worked at that paint store across the street at
John Edwards.
yeah, those guys. The manager and the assistant manager came in looking for paint, and then they had set up shop like down the way. They opened up a little sort of like pop-up store to sign up people while the gym was getting completed, and so I remember they come in and they were buying paint, and I asked them like, "Hey, is that specifically for like training MMA?" And they're like, "No, man, it's like
It's a legit gym.
yeah, it's like LA Fitness kind of a deal. Like we do have those
that's
options,
cool.
but you can like still work out." And so that's how I started going because I worked across the street too. So it was so convenient.
It was that's kind of what
Super
what
convenient.
Gold's is for us. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's convenient. 'cause
Yeah,
I work
we're,
at
yeah,
the mall.
we're
We
right
both
there.
work at the mall.
Mhm.
yeah, but they've
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Sorry.
they've
I
come a
haven't been
long
to
way
that,
though.
yeah.
They've come a long way, and they're a lot more popular now, and they've opened up several other locations since they've started at Rosemead.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
a deal. I think Rosemead was like store number 2 or gym number 2, but they're like at 4 or 5 now.
Nice.
But it's a cool spot.
It's a growing
dude.
fucking business, dude.
It's
what it
a cool
is,
place,
yeah.
and but for sure, next time we'll go hit chest. Don't be intimidated. The only thing you should be intimidated about is the weight that you have to fucking push sometimes. But don't be
Yeah.
either. Just fucking do it.
Start
Yeah.
doing push-ups.
Oh, I started doing push-ups
Mhm.
Yeah.
at home.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I just did a whole because we didn't well, not that we skipped chest day, but we didn't do a full chest day.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we were at home doing push-ups.
That dude.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
I was
That-
doing Pilates
Mhm.
too. Like just trying to do home workouts.
Did
too.
75.
Yeah, dude. Again,
That's
that's
75.
Woo! He's so proud.
he's getting it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something to be proud about, though,
That's
dude.
bomb.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, dude, I used to be able to do 125, like no problem. Like, I would do 125, no problem back in
Mhm.
high school. But I used to do the one-handed ones, dude. I used to
Oh,
be
dang.
fucking all Rocky Balboa and that
This
shit,
fool.
dude. I used to do the fucking one-handed push-ups.
Hey, but push-ups they do change. I've noticed that they changed the way I look at in my delts and in my chest. You know, it's just you start to sort of score up a little more because
because it's everything. Like it's just like
because you're pushing your own body and you're fighting gravity. That's the hardest. I think like pull-ups and push-ups are just so gnarly, man.
I've yet to try a pull up ever since I started. Ever since I started taking it seriously, I haven't done a pull up in 2.5 years, maybe.
Just do it, dude. Just go.
When you get
I
there,
don't think I've ever been able to do a pull-up.
dude,
I'll do it tomorrow.
up until recently,
I'll do it tomorrow.
Up until recently in my life, I'm 32 by the way. Up until recently, I've never ever been able to do a pull up ever in my life. That is intense, dude. I was able to do the monkey bars at the gym, like swing on monkey bars. I've never been able to swing
monkey bars.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
that
fucking cool.
Fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I've never been able to do monkey bars as a kid, you know, and then it's crazy to be able to be like, wow, like it's super. When I first started, I couldn't even hang on and swing one; I'd fall. You know, now I can get halfway through those monkey bars and be like, holy shit, like it took me a long fucking time, but like I can do this now.
Yeah.
And it pushes you to be like, all right, cool, where am I going to be at
Next
6 months
step.
from now? I'm going to get all the way through and then come back on those fucking monkey bars.
Fuck yeah.
You have to, but we can do the monkey bars. You guys are going to get excited.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we'll do
that's so
soft
fun.
box
Fucking
jumps
cool.
in the plyo room.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Soft box.
Soft boxes.
Yeah, well, there's like a jujitsu room, but it's like padded, and then they have like
Those are my favorite kind of boxes, by the way.
the soft boxes, the
Yeah,
plyos.
those are fun.
Don't be dirty, bro. I didn't catch that one. I said boxes.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Man, I got you. I got both of you.
Zing. But those they're like soft boxes, like the plyo boxes you jumped on today, but they're soft.
But yeah.
Yeah, so they're a lot easier on the ankles, so you could take your shoes
nice.
off and jump in the jujitsu room. So
I feel like that'd be fun.
Jiu-jitsu room.
yeah, yeah, because you got to get the fuck out of the way by 12
Bunch of
o'clock, or they're
pads,
gonna come
dude.
choke you out, man. Jiu-jitsu class that people are just like waiting for you to leave. I'm like,
Just
fuck.
They just stare you down until
Yeah.
you leave. Get out
Ah,
of the
shit.
room.
5
Get
minutes
out
till
of my
12. All
room.
right, that's my cue.
Yeah.
But no,
Damn.
it's a fun place, man, and hopefully we can get there with you guys and we'll hit that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We'll hit that.
I'm
I
super
know
you won't.
down. I just know Kristen's
man.
gonna kick my ass.
No, it's fine. We'll
No,
I-
we'll be
we'll all
okay.
get our ass kicked.
Every day.
Yeah.
I got my ass kicked today at the gym.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, man. It's fun.
Today,
It's all for
today was a
improvement.
pretty good leg
Today
day.
was good,
I
but I
feel,
feel like
I feel good. Like,
I feel good too. Like, but
Yeah.
I leg day is my favorite, just
Yeah.
because that's what I want to target the most. I want to build my legs.
pretty
Yeah.
much, like,
Build
this isn't the
booty.
worst that I felt, but that's only because when I did do those leg days, it was like three or 4 months that I've done it.
Yeah.
So this right here feels like this is how I should feel every week or every leg day. This is how I should feel. And
Twice
it's-
a week.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is
Twice a week, yes.
Hit that twice a
a
week.
week. Yeah,
You
twice
got
a
it.
week now.
Twice a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
That's when you step up that game, and
Mhm.
you'll once you start hitting sort of body parts twice a week, you're gonna start seeing a bigger change, and you're gonna start seeing more results because as you're working that muscle out, and then you're constantly rebuilding. And now that you're stronger,
I want that
boom,
ass.
hey,
Yeah,
I'm
get
gonna
some
get that
bands.
ass.
Do some booty stuff before you go to bed.
yeah, I do booty
Yeah.
stuff too. It's weird. I never thought I'd do booty stuff, but
It's
I
not,
have to do
I know,
booty
but
stuff
I hate
too.
how it's just like booty. It's like, no, dude, I need to fix my lower back. Like, like.
Oh shit! You know my cousin Luis. Luis Portillo.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
XD,
XD.
on Facebook.
No, well, it's
I don't know what it.
yeah, it's Portillo. God, I don't know.
I don't know his last
I
name.
feel like such a dick, dude.
Oh, it's fucking
But yeah,
Hulk.
Luis. Mm-hmm.
right, Luis
Hulk.
I think he has like a Hecho en Mexico tattoo on his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up,
Well,
dog?
he's got plenty of tattoos on.
No,
his
but
arm.
that's a tattoo that I remember him by.
He says you're his gym buddy.
We are gym buddies.
Yeah.
He gives me some advice sometimes. I appreciate it, Lewis. By the way, thank you, sir.
Revenge body. That's what he's got his own little gym personal trainer thing business going on.
Wow.
Get it.
That's what it is.
Got
That's what he's
it.
got. Mhm.
Well, we should
Nice.
talk a little more next time, man. I'm down.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, Kristen. I feel like a total dick.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's gonna charge you. He's gonna
Oh no, but I mean, just chop it up with him a
Charge
little
you.
more.
charge you for those words.
No, we always sort of like cross paths at the gym, and we talk and say what's up, and but we never really.
Squat game strong. That's what he says.
Oh, my squat game is terrible. but thank you. But no, definitely, you meet a lot of, and then once you go to a gym like that, you meet a lot of. When you become a regular, you meet a lot of cool people, a lot of interesting
Yeah.
people, And then again, people that see you from the beginning, you know, so many people that we haven't seen in a long time at the gym, like, oh my God, like, I remember you coming in, like, you've lost so much weight, or you look so good. Like, it's pretty cool to
build those the relationship. Yeah,
you know,
to get
It's gym family. You know, you got gym family, and it's always cool to sort of go to the gym and you have familiar faces, and you're no longer the outcast. You know.
Yeah, surround yourself with a lot of like-minded people
and you
that
will
encourage
succeed.
what you're doing,
Definitely.
and that want to see you do better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's what
We don't really know anybody at our gym other than our friends. We don't really know.
Well, now I know a lot of more people at the gym. Thank you very much.
I noticed him staring at him too. It was weird.
What?
He was staring at some guy that he knew. It was weird.
Oh, you were staring at some guy?
Oh, I thought he was
one of his gym friends.
Which one?
You said you have gym friends. I said I noticed you were staring at somebody.
Yeah, but which one?
He has too many. He has no idea.
Too many friends.
Too many
He
friends.
says they're his gym friends, but really he just checks out the dudes at the gym.
Hey,
I
man.
do.
Buys for the guys. Or is it trash for the guys?
No, glutes for the sleuth.
Glutes for the sleuts. I just learned that word. Shout out to Anthony from Monterey Park. Glutes for the sleuts.
Glutes for the sleuts.
This guy's
Oh
this
my
guy's
God.
Instagram handle is Sloot Banger.
Nice.
Sloot Banger. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Anthony, for introducing me to Glute for the Sleuts.
Glutes for the sleuts.
Special shout out.
I love it.
Oh man. Well, thank you guys for coming in and
Of
talking
course.
with us and
Yeah.
hanging out and giving this whole inspirational talk of what we fucking do. I mean, it's not. It honestly, I feel like after this conversation, it doesn't sound like too much. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I feel like we
it.
didn't really talk about much.
I mean,
No, I mean it doesn't sound like it's
to do it is too much.
to do it.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
and
like-
anyone can
possible.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
there's
make
so-
it seem like it's possible.
The effort,
It's
man.
very
The
exactly. Like I mean, like it's a very casual conversation we just had about like like basically our day-to-day lives. Like it's
Yeah.
not very.
There's no special.
It's not like we're like, oh fuck, I had to do this. I had to go. I had
Oh.
to fucking go. I couldn't eat my goddamn chicken wings.
That sounds like me.
Just loathing
I know.
and what we can't
What do
eat.
you mean I can't have Pop Tarts?
Fuck, man. Sometimes you gotta love it, but sometimes you gotta hate it before you can love it. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I think I heard
I
that
can,
from
I can feel that.
Nick Diaz. He said that once. He's like, sometimes you gotta hate it before you can love it, and I hated that shit. I hated starting
Yeah.
out, but you keep going, and you
Yeah.
keep pushing, and before you know it,
Yeah.
you're at this
Yeah,
this place in life
yeah.
where you need it because you feel incomplete in the day, sort of a deal. You're just like fuck.
Yeah.
Even when there's like a recovery day, you're just like fuck, man. I want to be at the gym right now. Like you
wasting
feel
time.
you
like
feel
you're
yeah
wasting time,
you feel like you're not doing what you should be doing, but when it gets there, it's something else, man. It becomes that lifestyle.
That's nice.
Real quick, I wanted to get through this out actually. What is your person, I guess, of inspiration as far as like the body that you want, or like
or
like
the goals that
the goals that you put out for? Is there an individual that you have?
No, it's
It's
me.
you do it for yourself.
It's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
legit. Because the people that I first started wanting to be like, I know that's something that's very that's years and years and years and years of bodybuilding.
Mhm.
5, 6, 7, 8 years. So I do use them as inspiration. But like Kristen said, it's always you have to try to beat yourself and be bigger, and better, and faster than yourself. You're your only competition. You're always going to be your only competition. You have to make it like that because we can't all look like the people we want to look like. We can just look like the best us, and then even better than that.
I want to look like The Rock.
You can Dwayne Johnson. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course. Something you always look up to. I mean, I always looked up to Arnold.
Rich.
Recently, Rich Piana. He's just watching him, even though he's gone. R.I.P. Rich Piana. He's always very positive in his message about just getting it done, like no excuses, getting it done.
Yeah.
Starting from the bottom, like you have to do it, be
Stop
self-made.
complaining. Yeah.
You know,
Like no one like you said it a long time ago. You're gonna get out of it what you put into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no special pill or special
Nope.
instructions.
Mhm.
Or a lot of people hit me up because I like to post my food. A lot of people were like, "Where do you get your recipes?" It's like, "Girl, I tried something, I messed up. I tried again. I messed up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just keep trying to be better
Trial
than
and
what
error.
you did yesterday. Like, girl, I'm just trying to be better than I was last 4th of July. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
like." in the same flag onesie. Like, I just want to look better than I did last year. Like, I'm not trying to be.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
I mean, I do watch a lot of Glow, like gorgeous ladies of wrestling. I love it. But I mean, like, just I want to be healthy and live along with my husband. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's
this guy.
that's it. Hey.
Oh,
That's
there
my
you go.
partner. My wife.
That's cute.
My
No, you guys are like,
wife.
oh, so funny. You guys are just like, oh yeah, I'm motivated by myself. Like my husband, he's like, I want to look like The Rock. I'm like, I just want to look sexy.
No,
as
but
fuck.
like,
Yeah, you're like, who do you want
there's
to
the
look like?
inspiration. Again, we all need the
Yeah.
inspiration, you know. I might have been the fat inspiration, and then now you get somebody else to look up to, somebody that you want to look like, and so it's always good.
Yeah.
It's always good to have
Yeah.
that inspiration because
But
you know.
I do really like what you said about it's not about looking like somebody else. It's looking at the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
She taught me that. She taught me that because I always
Really?
struggled because I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not looking the way I want. Like I want to look like this. She'd be like, dude, like who cares? Just do you and be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the best you that you can be.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you don't look like them, but you're still gonna be something.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
See, for me, I just keep I keep telling myself, like, if I just keep going, if I just keep doing it, it'll be there. Like, it might not happen as quick as I want it to, but it's gonna fucking happen. And then even then, I might never even get that big or that size or whatever. I mean, obviously, I won't. I'm not as tall as
Just
them in the
need
first
time.
place, but
Time, man.
yeah,
It takes
exactly,
time.
yeah.
Just
Time and consistency.
recently just found that out. Like I knew we knew it was gonna take long, but when you read stories like, I've
4 years.
it took me 4 or 5 years. Like Lewis was saying, like, dude, I've been doing this for 5 years, and it's like, man, like that's rough, you know. But it's a part of it.
At the same time, I can't fucking wait. You know, I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, yeah,
in
in
4
5 years,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like 2.5 more. I can't wait to see what happens by New Year's. I can't wait till Halloween, girl. I can't wait. Yeah. So
Uncle
like,
Sam wants you.
yeah.
There you
like,
go.
I told Johnny I was gonna be Apollo Creed. and Johnny's gonna be Rocky.
Fuck yeah.
Balboa.
There you go.
That'd be cool.
There you go.
No, that's not gonna happen. We're not there.
No, that's not gonna
Next
happen.
year. We're not there yet. We're
Next
not
year.
there. Next
We
year.
were talking about being Selena.
And
I was
Chris.
gonna be Selena. And he's gonna be
Oh
Chris
my
for Halloween.
gosh.
We were thinking about doing it last Halloween, but we weren't at the weight that we wanted to be. We were kind of. We were probably at like one of our. Like, we were kind of bigger. Not bigger, but we were.
It's okay to say that
okay,
you're
so
we were
no,
thicker.
the
We were
biggest,
thicker.
the biggest I've ever been was
Here we go. Let's do this.
was Christmas of last year. So Christmas 2017, I like that. I didn't know how much I weighed because I didn't want to know how much I weighed.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that like there because we took portraits that year to give to our family, and I fucking hate them. I hate them.
Hey, put it on the fridge.
Because, dude, they're on the wall. They're on the family wall. It's like, and I fucking hate it. Like, I don't like looking at it. And but now, actually, I do like looking at it though, because every time I see it, I'm like, dude, like, I'm so glad I don't fucking look like that anymore.
Never
Like,
going back.
yeah.
Never.
Yeah,
going back.
exactly. Like, like that. I
Never.
mean, so I know for me, the heaviest I was around that time. And I don't know how much I weighed. And when I finally stepped on the scale, I was 226.
Oh my god.
And that was 4 months ago.
Dang.
No, that wasn't 4 months. It was maybe like 3 months ago.
Something like that.
Something like that. Now I'm under 200. I weigh
Yes.
199.
That
Yeah.
number.
Yes. No more twos.
But I'm saying, but that I had already. That's when I started coming to the gym. When I saw those pictures, and I was like, oh my god, like that's fucking horrible. That's when I started going at least a little more frequently. So I might have been anywhere between 250 to 245 to 250.
Yeah, man, you're so
At
tall.
least.
You're carrying a lot.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
So that was like that. Yeah, that was the time for me. I was like, no way,
Hey, but
I
that's
can't
good
fucking.
though that you're like, hey, I gotta fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Yeah.
people don't catch
Yeah.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Was there like
Yeah.
a moment that you guys remember where you're just like, holy shit, I need to fucking lose weight?
When I thought that I was gonna ruin our marriage?
Yeah. I feel like we started
Yeah.
resenting each other for things that we had control over, and it was just because of it was like our mentality. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we were just so unhappy with ourselves. I felt like I was unhappy with myself, and I was so mad that you weren't happy with yourself or myself. And
Yeah.
I was like, I remember telling like one of my friends, like, I don't know what it is. Like we don't go out. And she was like, well, why don't you lose some weight and he'll want to take you out? And I was just like, damn. And then I just I just remember like
Wow.
being like, I need,
Yeah.
dude. There's a lot of fucked up people that will tell you a lot of shit, and it's like, a lot of people can tell you, but it's all on you. Like,
Yeah.
it's all.
Everybody
on you.
can say whatever they
Everyone
want.
can
Like
say whatever they want.
it's up to you to act on
it's
it,
up
or
to you to do what you want to do and what you want to be. If you do something about it. And we thought we were gonna be on our own for a while, or for good. We thought we were gonna separate.
You guys turned it around,
and we just started doing like our own thing, and then
we stopped minding each other's business and started focusing on our own. You know, I mean, it even came down to where we separated. I went to go stay with my aunt, my grandma, and she stood at the house. You know, and so we needed that. We needed to restart. You have to restart. You have to
look within, pretty much. Yeah, you got to look within and
fix it.
To remove myself from that, like it really showed me, like, fuck, dude, like I really had something good, and because I was comfortable and lazy, I let it fucking fall to pieces, you know. And so I really had to look within myself to be like, dude, if you're gonna if you can't do this for yourself, then just fucking do it for her. Like, you're an idiot if you don't try to fucking save this marriage, because this girl is a fucking 1 in a million. And if I would have fucked up that way, that would have been my fault 100%. Like, it was nobody else's fault but mine. And so that was initially my motivation, because I'm not going to let this happen. You know, we've been together for too long, you know, and all these years of struggling for nothing, like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, I'm not going to let, 9-10 years go down the drain because I'm not willing to go through a little bit of suffering. You know, I had to suffer. I had to fucking hurt myself in order to fucking rebuild. I have to rebuild. I was shattered. It was just shitty situation, and you got to rebuild yourself. And once you can rebuild yourself and you can accept the fact, once you can accept the responsibility and move forward, shit will start to change. You know, people don't like to hold themselves accountable for their actions, you know. We like to put it on other people, you know, like, oh, because of you, or because of that, or it's not my fault, it's work, and blah, 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 blah. It's because I work long hours, that's why I eat like shit. It's because of the kids, or I can't get it in, I can't get the time in. Like, no, dude.
No.
Make
time.
Yeah.
You can make time.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said, dude, there's 24 hours in a day. There's 24
you need 6 of them to sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
6 to sleep,
Sleep
you know.
faster.
It's sleep faster. And it's like people don't, but people, it was the comfort that kept me there. I was so comfortable.
I'm really on that sleep schedule too. Like I can I can fall asleep at 3 o'clock in the morning as long as I wake up at 9 a.m. I'm good.
If
like
you're fueling your body with the right nutrients, the right clean carbs, the clean fats, your endurance will go far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like just.
I mean, of course, it feels good to squeeze in those extra 2 hours or whatever to just because to get the full 8, blah blah blah. But but I mean, in reality, but
your body
that's
can
all you
do
really
less.
need.
Your body can do it less. 5-6 hours, you're fucking golden, man. Once you start getting into like 7-8, that's when you struggle to wake up and you hit the snooze, and you're just that much into deep sleep. But 5-6 hours, boom, you're fucking golden. 6 hours is usually what I would hit, but now I've been going because I've been doing, double body parts a week, kind of a deal, double sections, I've been sleeping like 7-8 hours, like legit. And it's hard because it's different now. And then now
new routine and everything. You're working out your body a little harder.
Our body, we just recently started, doing intermittent fasting. Kristen does 16 hours of fasting. I started doing 15 hours. And then you give yourself a time frame of when to eat. And so essentially it's what we're trying to do to our body is to, when we sleep and whatnot, like our body, our brain, and everything releases sort of toxins in our sleep. And so when you're feeding it and shit like that, it's too busy trying to go ahead and take care of all that stuff as opposed to expelling the thing, sort of a deal. And so when you put your body in a fasted state, it's sort of I wish I can give you exact terminology, but essentially your body does a lot better, and it sort of heals a lot better when you do something like fasting, because you're not it has to do with how we eat food and how it's digested and how it keeps our bodies from doing the things that it needs to do. And so,
being put on like a regular schedule.
Exactly.
And it's your metabolism. Once you break your fast, your metabolism starts, and you have 12 hours from when your metabolism starts. And then after that 12 hours, you can choose to stop eating, or you can keep eating like most people do that work the 9 to 5. You know, and your metabolism is at its slowest.
Yeah, because when we sleep, our enzymes shut down.
Yeah.
And it's busy expelling. That's what I was totally forgot about that. It expels everything, and so when we go to sleep with food in our stomachs, it's not being digested properly. You know, and our body it's not doing what it's supposed to do, sort of a deal. So that, and it's the next step. I need to try something else. Intermittent fasting, you know, and so far so
like
good.
You said, keep your body guessing.
Yes.
Always.
Shock
Change it up.
Shock the system.
Shock the system.
Yeah, for what it seems like, it's more than just, you know, dieting and changing your body. It's really changing your entire lifestyle.
It is the lifestyle.
You're taking control, and you're getting to know your body.
And it seems like you
better.
guys are happier just hearing how like it affected your relationship, and then when you choose to take care of yourselves, you guys seem a lot happier.
Everything else falls in place. It's so funny
yeah,
how that works.
That in itself is like a huge hearing that it's a huge motivation.
Yeah.
Seriously, to kind of get a grip on life in general, because you know yeah, it's like right now, especially like with going to school and then like working and throwing in working out too, it kind of feels like all over the place. But now I'm feeling like, you know, if I really take more control, like everything else will fall into place. Nice.
And you'll be very active too. You'll be very active, like while you're like prepping your food or doing homework or getting your clothes ready for work or school or gym, or you'll always be moving, and that's how you're gonna live longer. Like that's definitely what I want and what my life really needs. Yeah.
So God, you guys are so motivating.
A couple that lifts together stays together, man. Hands down. I was telling Matt, like,
what?
The gym and lifting, the best marriage counselor. Like, legit. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're all going to go into that spot and we're all going to fucking struggle because that fucking weight doesn't matter. Like, if you're a boy or a girl.
That weight doesn't care about your fucking situation. It's gonna be heavy.
Yeah.
When you pick it up, and it's gonna be heavy when you put it back down. Like, it's gonna, it doesn't give a shit.
It's that connection now. Like, holy shit. Like, now more than ever, we have something in common. Like, this is a struggle. You're going through this now. Wow, I'm going through this. Holy shit. And it's sort of
kind of like how we came back. Like, we
it
both
brings
went
it
off
together.
and we did our own thing, and it fucking sucked.
When you share the struggle is when it really fucking...
And then we're like, like, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. You want to go to the gym? And I was like, yeah, let's go. And then me, you, and David.
Yep.
Trifecta.
Yeah. All 7
Dream
a.m.
team.
Yeah, 7 a.m.
7 a.m. God.
It was so hot in the summer.
Not there yet. We're not there yet at the 7 a.m.
Oh, it's just because it was summer and that was like the only cool
Oh,
time.
okay.
Yeah, we'd get up at 7 a.m.
Girl, we go like at 12 now.
There's nobody there.
No one's there.
Give me that machine, man.
Yeah, we don't got to wait for machine.
Well, I do the overnight thing too, so that's why we're only there during the day.
That's fine, though. As long as you get it in.
Oh, yeah. I love going during the day. Nighttime is completely different vibes. Yeah.
We go, essentially, it's like it's just getting there. We go when we can.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, again, like I've got school stuff that I have to take care of too. And it's like I'm almost like the last few weeks of school. So I'm kind of like neglecting gym just a little bit just so I can finish school because I only got a few classes left. And then
back on the wagon.
Summertime, we're gonna go hard.
You got to.
We should go do something at the beach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We should work out at Muscle Beach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to go for my B-Day.
We're gonna go work out at Venice, the Mecca for Kristen's birthday.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I'd be down to work out, but then I'd also really want to chill at the beach too.
I asked
Can
her.
we do
When's
both?
your birthday?
We can do both, girl.
Labor
Day weekend.
September
This
4th.
Yeah, September
okay.
4th. Yeah.
I got time to build up.
Yes,
telling
girl.
you.
I got
Yeah,
time to build
goals.
up.
Another goal, girl. Right before Halloween.
I asked her, I was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? She's like, I want to go to Gold's in Venice. I was like, all right.
All right.
And we can get a fried Twinkie later.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Oh, that sounds really
Damn.
good. That sounds like a perfect day, and then just like
Dude,
hanging out at the
yes,
beach, walking
perfect.
around.
Perfect.
Smoke a
Walking
J
up.
on
get all
Venice
stoned.
Boulevard.
That's all I want to do, girl. And some sunblock, and then we'll be fine.
Perfect. It's a
Yeah.
date. We'll do a
Let's
live
go.
feed.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go. We'll
Live
live feed that shit.
Live feed.
It was really
Live feed.
awesome having you guys.
Thank you guys.
on.
No, thank
Definitely.
you. Thank you definitely
Yeah.
for coming in.
Super motivating.
Oh, Andrew says hi too.
What up?
Physique,
Oh yeah. Physique. Andrew.
Ray's friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Andrew XOXO?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I used
He
to
says
work with
hi.
Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you
He said hi,
Oh.
Kristen, earlier.
Ah.
Hi, boo. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
go. But thank you guys again for coming in. We're gonna take it out on another song from our good friends from Causa.
Yeah.
They're gonna take it out for us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, and good night, people. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you what song this is actually just called Single Release.
Woo!
So that's what the song is. Look them up.